Hey guys, Pinobi here, bringing you another Narrated Wi-Fi battle. This is going to be an NU battle with my good friend Myrrh. I think it's Vs.TheMyrrh25, not sure on the numbers. Link in the description. This is a really old buddy of mine from back from my Poke community forums days before I was even competitive. So let's go to the battle. I'm going to go for the substitute, knowing that most of these Nidoqueens, carry the Lumberry, so no point in going for the Hypnosis. So yeah, I get my safe sub up while he taunts, which is really nice for me. Just going to go for an air slash, hoping maybe to get the flinch hacks. Not going to work out for me, and unfortunately he does carry the ice beam. So that means I'm going to have to switch out, and I'm just going to go into my Space Shark, predicting the rocks, because yeah, I can easily take an ice beam, no problem, and stealth rocks, do 25% damage to me because I am weak to rock. So it's a pretty nice play for me. Still really early in the game, don't want to over-predict, just going to go for the Hydro Pump. He's going to make a really nice play, go into this Porygon 2 with the Water Absorb, and I'm thinking it has an electric attack, since a lot of these guys do, and most of them are special attackers, so why would you bring it in against a special wall unless you did have the 4 times effective move? So go to my land before time to take that, and that was a really nice play for me. I'm going to go ahead and get my lefties and get the Toxic on this thing, because of course Porygon 2s, I would say, 90% of the time, if not more, carry Recover. And he's going to go for the Ice Beam. It does a lot more than I thought it would. Yeah, I was actually really impressed with that damage output that did. So I'm just going to go ahead and Synthesis up, though, knowing that it still did less than half. Or at least it seemed to do less than half. It does, looks like it says more than half right there, actually. Whatever, I'm just, synthesizing to Toxic Stall a little bit, which is pretty good for me. And he realizes that I'm Toxic Stalling him, so unless he gets the freeze or the crit, it's not going to work out too good for him. So he's going to use this chance to switch out to his Scarf Typhlosion, as I'm going to find out. And that's a nice play for him, because obviously he's going to get a free switch into a Scarfer, which is always nice. Just going to go into my Space Shark, hoping he doesn't over-predict and goes for the Fire move. Even if as long as he doesn't have HP Electric, there's really nothing he can do to me. And that's going to work out pretty well for me. I mean, Eruption from a Typhlosion is always going to do good, pretty good damage, even if it's resisted. So he's going to go into his Poliwrath, another Water Absorber. So, so far his team's countering mine pretty well, in the sense that, I really need to get my Gligar in here, because my Gligar will set up my rocks. Which would really help me as the battle goes on, since he has his rocks out. And yeah, I'm gonna go for the Toxic. He's gonna make a nice play, go into his already statused Porygon 2. Unfortunately for me, he also watches my videos, so well, I assume he does, since he's been subscribed to me for a while. And yeah, he made a really nice play. I was actually really afraid he was going to do that. So I'm going to have to switch out here, once again, fearing the electric attack. But just going to go into my Plu, because I know that the Charge Beam won't do too much. And if he not over-predicts, if he predicts properly my Meganium, I would resist it, which is always nice. But yeah, it's really good to get screens up, especially because I'm thinking screen support might let me get in my Gligar. So he's going to switch out here, go into his Jaws, a Sharpedo, probably predicting the Light Screen. So yeah, another good play for him. I'm going to expect the Earthquake here, because yeah, Life Orb Sharpedos carry Earthquake, and I'm just going to go into my Meganium to resist that. And he does go for the Earthquake, so that was a pretty nice play for me. Obviously I use Rocket Man like all the frickin' time, so I'm pretty good at not being caught off guard by opposing Sharpedos. I think I go for the Leaf Storm here. I'm not completely sure. Yeah, I do go for the Leaf Storm, just because it should do pretty decent damage to, most things. Except for this Cacturn. Although I guess it did, semi-decent. And, yeah, sorry if the recording speed's a little weird on this battle. It took me forever to screen record this thing. Like, seriously. Whew. But yeah, he's going to go ahead and Sword Dance up, knowing I can't really do anything to him, because I'm pretty sure he, knows my sets. So I'm just going to go ahead and get the Toxic on him, because continuous damage is always nice, especially on something that's trying to set up on you, because it makes it a lot easier to revenge kill. I'm going to go ahead and go into my Plu. because, yeah, I can hopefully try to set up a reflect, which would be really helpful for me right now, because it would let me do all sorts of cool stuff. Unfortunately for me, he carries Brick Break on this thing, which is a real pain in my nutsack, although it doesn't really matter, because he, killed me off before I could set up my reflect, and I don't care too much about the light screen at this point, because it's almost gone. So I'm just going to bring in my In the Rough, go for the substitute, predicting the Sucker Punch, which was really nice for me, and is going to, kind of be the play I needed to sort of get me back into this game, as I was definitely on the back foot. Toxic is going to go ahead and kill him off, which is really nice, and he's going to bring in his 2 beats Z. He's going to trace the Compounded Eyes, which doesn't really do much for him, but I'm just going to go for the Bug Buzz. Maybe I should have gone for the Air Slash, hoping to get the, flinch. I was hoping that, Bug Buzz would be a 2-hit KO. Unfortunately, it doesn't appear to be a 2-hit KO, so I know I'm going to have to go for the Air Slash and hope for the flinch if I want to be able to take this thing out with a Bug Buzz. So, that's what I'm going to do on this upcoming turn. Poison and lefties and all that stuff is doing its thing. I'm just going to go for the Air Slash, and I do get the 30% whatever. And, I skipped the video just a second there. I think that was while we were getting lefties or something. And, getting that was really nice for me. I'm just going to go for the substitute here, just in case the Bug Buzz wouldn't kill. One more turn of Toxic Stalling will kind of get that in the bag for me. And I know that he can just bring in his Scarf Typhlosion to revenge kill me anyway, so I don't really need that extra bit of health, as I would die coming in on rocks no matter what. So that was a good play for my part, and it's going to pretty much make my Yanma do its job, even though it didn't get to set up in the beginning. So as I predicted, he's going to bring in the Scarf Typhlosion just to finish me off with an Eruption, which I really wish that I had got my rocks up this game, because it really would have limited the power of that Typhlosion on my team, or against my team rather. I'm just going to bring in my Space Shark, which unfortunately nothing can really take an Eruption too well. But he's going to go ahead and switch out to Jaws, predicting the Hydro Pump, which is nice. I figured he would do that, but I know Sharpedos are really, frail. So I was hoping that it'd be a 2-hit KO, since Hydro Pump has so much base power. Unfortunately, that's not going to be the case. And I'm just going to stay in, because I know better than try to switch out against a Sharpedo. Because, not much can take 2 hits from a Sharpedo. So he's going to go for the Crunch, which I assumed I would live, and I'm just going to kill him off with a Leaf Storm. So that's really nice for me. I did get a low HP survive there, which is always good. Not sure if that was min, max, what kind of damage. But I am a bulky Meganium, so I did expect to live that. And once again, unfortunately, because I don't have my rocks up, this Typhlosion is really able to revenge kill pretty much anything on my team every time I take something of his out. And as you'll notice as the game progresses, every single poke on his team counters my Gligger, which really sucks. Because, Nidoqueen has Ice Beam, Sharpedo has the water moves, Typhlosion is a special attacker with Eruption, which easily would wreck fucking bananas. Poliwrath is, of course, water type. Porygon Z, they always carry, Porygon 2 rather, they always carry Ice Beam when they're special attackers like that, and all that stuff. So it really sucks for me that I couldn't get that going. But he's just going to go ahead and get the Earth Power on me. I don't really remember what I did. I think I tried to maybe do something, burn him or something, but he carried the Lumberry like I figured. I don't really remember. So Nidoqueen's going to go down. He's going to go ahead and go into his Typhlosion and all that good stuff. I'm going to switch out here, go into my fucking bananas, predicting the Earth move. Because, it's pretty obvious, since it'll be super effective against Ninetales. So that was really good for me, because I really needed to get my fucking bananas in there. Unfortunately for me, it's a little bit too little too late, so I'm not even going to bother with the rocks, because I don't have that much left to make him have to, keep switching out the Typhlosion anyway. So I'm just going to go for the Toxic on whatever he switches in, which is going to be the Poliwrath. just gonna go for a roost. And he like bulks up. I thought he was gonna be faster than me, actually, I think is what it was. I don't know why I thought that. That was probably a misplay for me. But yeah, he's gonna go ahead and, like I said, go for the bulk up. Now he's just gonna go for the focus punch, but I go for the earthquake, so definitely not good for him. Not sure why he went for the focus punch anyway, because I resist it, maybe expecting me to go for the roost. I guess that would make the most sense. That's probably what he was, thinking. Now as I go for an earthquake, he's just going to go for the waterfall, which if he had done that last turn, there would have been an asset to him. It's going to bring me down pretty freaking low. And do I just kill him off, or do I roost? I think he predicts my roost and switches, which is actually really pro of him. That was actually a really nice play. If I had gone for the earthquake, that might have been enough to one-hit KO, because stab's super effective, 100 base power, but maybe not. Either way, with most of his team kind of countering mine, I really didn't have too many options at this point. Bring in my copycat Fox, which, despite being an amazing poke, pretty much is walled by the remainder of his team. So we're kind of just playing it out here, just to play it out. He's pretty much got this game in the bag. So that's a really nice game. Myrrh, we've been good buddies for pretty freaking long time, since back in like April or May when I started playing Pokemon back at Poke Community Forums. This guy is really, really undersubbed. He brings high quality videos to the table, and I think he's even starting black and white battles soon. He does, R4 and all that stuff, so he's got really nice quality. Really, really nice battler. This is actually the first battle in which he's bested me, so I definitely had to upload it for him. And that's good game. See you guys later.